always eating when I cook, so I decided to have some crackers today. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
This is the best crackers ever. Okay, you could, obviously, you could tell by just looking at them. So, I like to pick on stuff when I eat. This is what I'm going to do today. The fish from Michael Hearn. Yep, he is dieting, and I decided since it's New Year's to actually make something that's a little bit more tasty than just having food out of a container, frozen fish.
Yeah.
So I got halibut. Guess what? It's one of the best. Look how nice and, look at this, look how nice and thick this is. And it's flaky,
Wow.
and this is gonna cook really, really fast. So if you guys know anything about cooking fish, it's probably one of the most easiest, simplest thing that you could cook. It's all about the sauces. But the fish is literally salt and pepper and cook it in the oven. Plain and simple. Today, what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna add some, I'm gonna make a little bit of a sauce, and then I'm gonna add these vegetables with the fish together. That way it gives it like a nice, listen, Mike should thank me for this because I'm like going out of my way. But I got lemon zest here. Okay, what I did, I took 2 lemons and I peeled them.
Oh, Mike was gonna eat that lemon.
I know. I better put it in here. After I saw him eating the lemon with the skin on it, I figured, you know what? I can just put it in his food. It's crazy. He didn't even make a face. I mean, I'm still thinking about that.
He didn't even flinch.
He is so weird. So I got some olive oil in here, and I put 2 spoons of garlic in there already. So I chopped up some fresh garlic, put it in there. I'm gonna put the lemon zest in there. Okay, then, okay, let's go with some oregano. Okay, I'm gonna put a spoon of this in there. Oh gosh, guys, you know, it's not that hard, okay? You just have to make it. You just have to, salt, and always get the...
Iodized.
Always.
Always.
Yeah, this is actually good for you. People don't eat a lot of salt because of health problems, which if you do have health problems, obviously check with your doctor. But a spoon of that. Let's do some pepper. I'm gonna do some, let's do half. Let's not go crazy with the pepper because Mike is like, don't put too much pepper in my food. Oh, oops, a little bit more than half a spoon. He doesn't know what I'm doing here. All right, and I can't even pronounce this.
Coriander.
Coriander, but I'm gonna do just half a spoon of coriander. Actually, I've never cooked with coriander, but somebody told me, hey, when you make your next fish, make sure to use it because it's absolutely amazing. It tastes good. Half
Smells
a spoon.
great.
Oh, it does. Actually, it does have like a smelly fish to it. Look, smell it. I don't know. It's like, yeah, right?
It smells great.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Do I have a spatula or anything in here that I can mix this with? Oh no. Gonna mix this up. Look how nice this looks. That's simple, guys. I already have my oven going at 425, just heating the oven up. So I'm gonna take some tomatoes. I'm gonna bring this over so that I don't have to go all the way over there. Guys, do you see my chessboard here? So, I got this for Mike for Christmas, right? And since we got it, we've been playing chess every day. But we only finished 1 game. So that means we start the chess game. And then we go through the day doing whatever. And then we go back to our next move. So we played 2 games, but we only finished 1. And he beat me on that one. But not, it wasn't that bad. It was like literally heads were coming off, blood was splashing everywhere. Anyway, we had our second game going, and our cleaning lady cleaned up, and she thought the baby played with them, and she mixed them all back together. So there you go. Mike is gonna think I did it on purpose. All right, so I'm gonna put some tomatoes in here. We're going to put some green beans, believe it or not. Just mix them all in there nicely. Let that. Oh, I just love the way this feels. I have a baking sheet on here, guys, because you want to make sure that it bakes evenly everywhere, every side, right? I'm gonna do some green beans, Michael. There you go. Spread it out everywhere. I love green beans. You probably, Jeff, green beans don't do good for you, huh? You're not a big fan of green beans.
Green beans are fine.
Oh, you don't like green
Yeah.
beans? All right, I'm gonna do, you know, I hope Mike is gonna eat some vegetables. He likes to drink his vegetables, but I'm just gonna throw everything on here. I'm probably gonna eat the vegetables, guys, so. All right, I think I got enough vegetables on there. The rest of the vegetables, I'm gonna actually hold on to them because I'm making a little bit of beef stew for myself, so I'm gonna make a different vegetable dish for me, but I'm gonna put some lemons in here for the fish. Squeeze 2 lemons. These are the lemons that Mike would eat with the skin on. All right, so we eat salty, yes we do. We put some salt, just sprinkle it everywhere. A little bit of pepper, some extra pepper. I just like the way the pepper looks and smells too. All right, and now we're gonna just put each piece in here. It's like a marinade, yeah. And then we're gonna set it on the baking sheet. Yeah, oh, this is gonna be delicious. It doesn't take a long time to cook either. So, guys, trust me, halibut, the best fish. I used to sell this at the restaurant as a main dish, and it was literally our, you know, after steak, obviously it's a steakhouse, but our #1 seller. If it was no steak, it was the halibut, like always. It was nothing else. So halibut is just a very great, if you know how to cook it, of course. The sauces mean everything when it comes to fish, but since, you know, Mike is dieting, we can't really do sauces, can we now? We could do so many different sauces. Red wine sauce, white wine sauce, all kind of sauces, but here we go. Put this on top of the veggies. Yeah, we used everything. Everything. That's what you want. How does that for a change? Do you
Looks
like that?
great.
Right? And if we're talking about looks, I always like to throw a little bit of something in there, just because I like to make it look a little bit more inviting. Yeah. There we go. The greens, man. The greens are the best. All right, so this is what we have, guys. A little bit of vegetables, a lot of bit of fish. I didn't weight the fish, obviously. You always weight your food after you cook it, besides oatmeal and rice, right? Because a lot of people, when they get their plans from Mike, and Mike says, have a cup of rice, their email back is that before or after it's cooked? Of course after it's cooked. I mean, if you would eat a cup of rice uncooked. So anyway, voila. This is gonna bake probably for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and then I'm gonna move it up to the broiler for 15 minutes, just to kind of get the vegetables cooked through better. And the broiler is gonna give it like a little bit of a, not crust, but it's just gonna give it that touch at the end. So here we go. I am excited. All right, Jeffrey, we are, have 10 more minutes, so we are 8 minutes into cooking the fish. You ready? I can hear it sizzling. Can you hear that?
I can hear it and smell it.
You smell that?
Beautiful.
Really? So it looks like we have 10 more minutes, but I'm going to be checking to make sure that we don't overcook the fish, because we want the fish to be nice and moist. We don't want it to be dry, so it looks good. Hey, so guess what?
What
It is
a
done. It took 24 minutes.
That
we
was
got
it?
done. Yeah. So I had it 18 minutes on a bake at 425. I kept watching it, making sure that that was the right, every oven is different. And then I had moved it up and I put the broiler on, and it only probably did 8 minutes. You gotta watch the tomatoes, make sure that you see the tomatoes right here.
Let's
They
reveal it.
yeah. There you go. Yeah. So make sure they burst a little bit. They give it a little bit of tomato juice, but you don't want them like burned. And then look at the fish had just a little bit of a crust. But I tried the fish, and it's
Oh wow.
it
That
is
just
not
fell apart.
yeah, it's not dry, which was my concern because I don't really cook a lot of halibut. I do tilapia all the time, and I was nervous that the halibut might be dry because it's such a thick, flaky fish, and if you don't cook it the right amount of time,
Yeah.
they play tricks on you. I'm just gonna drop the mic right here. Drop the mic, guys. And before I go, I'm gonna start the game. Mike, I made the move. You're up next.